Now, if you need to contact your partner, webmaster, and they want to hear at least what we're talking about and maybe see this, we can have the webcam pointed and use the webinar room. So just let me know. Okay. We can do that like after the next break. Okay? Maria, could you kindly share what you shared in the car about the paradigm shift?
Oh, sure.
It's a great story.
Yeah, Pat and Rod and I were talking about, there was a couple different stories out there, but there's this one man who, in one of those lower southern states, had become into a lot of money, and he was a native down there, so all he was really used to was farms and horses. So when he became rich, he said, what do rich people have? And they said, well, they have a Cadillac. So he bought a big Cadillac and a top hat, but he really didn't know what to do with it, so he hooked up horses to the front of it. So he rides around the town with these horses hooked to his Cadillac. And there was another story mention of how there's this lady who, she has a remote control, and she walks up to the TV to change the channels. And so many of us need to do that paradigm shift in our thinking and not try to use new technology on old lines of thinking. And say, how can we use this more effectively? How can we use it as it was meant to be used? And also gain that more abundance mentality, especially with the big ticket items, and to be in that state of being.
I'm glad you brought that up, and the reason why I asked you to say that to the group also is because one thing I've discovered, at least in the 4.5 years I've been online, is that somehow internet marketers have this, I don't know what's the word, love fest with the word secrets.
Yeah.
In my humble opinion, there are really no secrets, but there's a system or a formula. Okay, and when you spell out the word system, it's to save yourself time, effort, and money. That's really what it is. You know, there's a formula for success online. And only a few have figured it out. I don't know for whatever reason, but I think it's because maybe not many persisted long enough and maybe hard enough to figure it out. Okay? It took me a couple of years to figure out the system to build the list. I didn't discover it. I didn't invent it. I just figured it out from my research. Now, I admit that that was pretty fast, considering that most people take a long time to learn the